Are you ready to amplify your brand and take it to the next level? In today's episode, I am going to go over one of my most requested trainings when it comes to enrolling people inside my $7 a month program. I'm going to show you guys every single strategy that I utilized in order to build and grow that $7 a month program and enrolled over 400 people before I even launched a single Facebook ad. My name is Laurel Porte and I help online experts just like you amplify their brand utilizing video marketing and simple paid ad strategies so that they can impact more of their ideal audience. And so today's episode is all about what did I do in order to enroll over 400 students before I launched my first paid ad. Now, I did utilize paid advertising later on, and I'll touch a little bit on that because now I do have over 800 students, which by the way, I'm about to cap off that membership at 1,000. I do not want more than 1,000 people inside that program because right now I am able to still provide the amount of service to where people feel like they've paid me thousands of dollars for my help. I'm still doing live calls. I'm still answering questions on a weekly basis. And so in order to keep that group really intimate, I really want to make sure that I'm getting a certain amount of people in and keeping as many people out, because the more people I bring in, the less that I'm able to actually help people. And so I want to make sure that I'm keeping that and putting a cap on that. So I'm really fastly approaching that 1,000 person mark. So if you have been on the fence about joining my $7 program, now is the best time to get in, which by the way, I just loaded up a YouTube mini course inside there. So you're gonna learn Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram advertising. I'm slowly adding more platforms in there, but let's get to today's training, okay? Because that's what you guys are watching this video for. So how did I get people to raise their hand on the day that I launched this program without having to beg or any of that fancy stuff, spend a lot of money using Facebook ads, okay? The first thing that we have to understand is that there are 3 different stages that we bring our audience to, and this is super important that you guys understand this, okay? Because a lot of times when people try to implement my strategies, they complain, well, no one watched my video, no one engaged. There's a process, okay? So I'm gonna touch on this a little bit today. So we have to understand that there are 3 stages. The first stage is the awareness process, okay? We're simply adding people to our friends list, or people are recommending us. People don't know, like, or trust us yet, right? And so the first stage is just getting our content out there. We're not measuring whether or not people are engaging or commenting or doing any of that stuff. We're simply just worried about putting out the content. And this is the roadblock that keeps so many people from getting to where they are. They have this mindset that, well, no one's watching my videos. I promise you, they might not be engaging and commenting in the way that you want them to, but they are watching, and that's all part of the awareness stage, okay? Now, once we've plotted that awareness stage where we're giving value, not expecting anything in return, here's where I brought in the engagement stage, okay? And this is how I engaged with my viewers. I started adding things that I call value bomb landing pages and cheat sheets. And so anytime that I did a live video, I would say, hey, you know what? I put together this really quick guide to enhance the experience of what you just learned in this video. For instance, the other day I did a Facebook Live and I was talking about utilizing custom audiences. I didn't have time in that video to go over the step-by-step placement of that. And so at the end of the video, I said, look, if you want a step-by-step guide on how to put together your custom audience, drop me a line below and I'll get it right into your inbox. So that was all part of the engagement stage. Now, I don't have time in this video to go over the psychology of why I do what I do, but I want you guys to understand that I did this all in phases. I started off with awareness videos, giving nothing but value, expecting nothing in return, and just putting the content out there. Because here's the thing, once people got into the engagement phase of my content and they started downloading my cheat sheets, they started engaging with my content, guess what? My content stays inside the newsfeed. People think I go live all the time. I don't go live hardly any time, but it's because my content is constantly being refreshed inside the newsfeed because of the engagement. If I have a video that hasn't been in the newsfeed in a while and someone goes and comments for that cheat sheet, it's gonna knock it back to the top of the newsfeed. I actually have something that I call the resurrection strategy. Every couple of weeks, I go onto that old video and I say, hey, did I get everyone with the cheat sheet? Guess what that does? It brings it back to the top of the newsfeed. So I'm utilizing engagement in order to keep my content fresh, but we can't just automatically assume people are gonna start engaging with our content. We have to build up to that. And so what I teach my students is we have to first take the first step and start in putting out the actual videos. That's where people they're so hung up on Laurel. No one's engaging. That's okay. Don't worry, the engagement will come. People didn't engage with my videos for months, but guess what? Ever since I started the engagement process, people are not only engaging, but it's empowering them to take action. And then guess where they're going? They're going back to my old videos that never got engagement. And guess what? Now all those old videos that hardly anyone was watching or hardly anyone was engaging with are now some of my most popular videos. And so we have to do this in stages. And then of course, the conversion phase, okay? So this is finally, after several weeks of giving value, giving cheat sheets, promoting myself, right? We were engaging with each other inside those cheat sheets. I was giving value. I was promoting my strategy calls. I was promoting, hey, I can do your ads for you. It was finally time to start saying, hey, you know what? I am opening this $7 a month Facebook group, and I would love for all of you guys to enroll in it, and you can get Facebook ads help for less than it costs for a glass of wine. I didn't just invent the $7 group. It came in progression. In the awareness phase, I was teaching Facebook advertising. In exchange in that, I was able to start an agency because people were looking at my videos. I was talking to a lot of people, engaging with people, okay? Giving cheat sheets, giving away strategy calls. People knew I had an agency. People all of a sudden were interested in my 6-week program. By the time November hit, so I started the awareness phase in April, started the engagement phase in early June. By the time the conversion phase started happening, which I launched my program in November, with one Facebook Live, I had over 100 people raising their hands saying, oh my gosh, I want that $7 program. So as you can see, it wasn't just me one day saying, oh, I'm gonna start a $7 group. It was a progression of people and engagement and a progression of adding people, a progression of engaging. It was a progression of consistently putting out content, showing up even when no one was engaging. I was showing up. I was getting eyeballs on my content. So just because no one's commenting or engaging, you cannot give up. You have to keep going. This entire progression took me 7 to 8 months to do. It's not a fast grow. It's not fast and sexy, but it is sustainable. And if you continuously to execute all 3 phases and stages of this strategy, you are going to get to where you want to be. But it's not going to happen overnight. Okay? So, in order for you to get from point A to point B, if you guys need help, if you're not inside my $7 program, this is the perfect opportunity. Again, we're at a little over 800 members, but I'm closing the doors once it gets to 1,000 members. Someone is going to have to leave before I can let someone else in. And I'm doing that because I made a promise to the people in that Facebook group that I want them to feel like they've paid thousands of dollars to get my help. That is the kind of value that I want to give, yes, even inside that $7 group. So that is the progression that it took. Now, I did an entire masterclass on how, in all of the posts, every single thing I did in each step. You get to see the Facebook ads I placed. You can see the Facebook post that I did. I did an entire case study on how I grew this group from 0 all the way into 800 paying members. If you guys want access to that, I just put it up on sale. It's $37, but it'll be a very valuable $37. You're gonna learn every single step that I did in order to grow my group from 0 to 800 paying members utilizing two things: video marketing and a simple paid ad strategy that costs less than $5 a day. Until the next episode, guys, stay consistent and keep doing those videos.